The arena breathes like a living creature waiting for destiny to unfold. Lights glow above the ring like distant stars burning through darkness. Every seat carries anticipation. Every whisper fades into a single rising sound. Night is not only a fight. Night is a test of identity. Two fighters walk toward a moment that will define sacrifice, courage, and legacy. Jerwin Ancajas steps into the light with calm intensity resting across his face. Years of discipline move with him. Every step echoes stories of early mornings inside small gyms where dreams were louder than exhaustion. He carries the pride of the Philippines on his shoulders, yet his expression remains controlled, almost silent. Champions are not built through noise. They are forged through patience and pain that no audience ever sees. Across the arena, Antonio Tostado Garcia prepares himself for the greatest opportunity of his career. His eyes hold hunger. His stance reveals determination sharpened by struggle. He has walked a difficult road to reach this ring. Tonight he stands against a former world champion. Tonight he refuses to be overlooked. Fighters like Garcia understand something powerful. Opportunity arrives once and it must be seized without hesitation. The crowd senses the contrast between experience and ambition. Cameras flash, music fades. The ring announcer raises his voice and suddenly the atmosphere tightens like a storm, preparing to break. Gloves are checked, mouth guards are set. Referee instructions become distant echoes as both fighters stare into each other's eyes, searching for weakness. The bell rings. Round one begins cautiously, yet tension fills every movement. Ancajas glides forward with smooth footwork shaped by years at the highest level. His guard remains disciplined. His jab snaps through the air, measuring distance and rhythm. Garcia circles carefully, studying the veteran across from him. He understands that rushing forward could mean disaster. Every fighter who enters against a seasoned champion must first survive the opening storm. Ancajas tests angles with subtle precision. He shifts weight lightly, then releases a sharp left hand that lands clean against the guard. The sound of leather striking leather echoes sharply. Garcia responds with determination, firing combinations aimed at the body. He wants to slow the champion. He wants to turn skill into endurance. The audience reacts to every exchange. Momentum feels fragile. One mistake could change everything. Ancajas controls range using calm intelligence. Garcia presses forward, refusing to surrender space. The round closes with both men aware that respect has been earned, but dominance has not yet been claimed. Round two begins with increased urgency. Garcia steps forward more aggressively. His punches carry intention. He understands that waiting too long allows Ancajas to dictate pace. He throws a looping hook that cuts through the air, forcing Ancajas backward for the first time. The crowd roars, sensing danger. Ancajas responds like a veteran who has lived through countless battles. He resets his stance. He breathes slowly. Then he counters with a perfectly timed straight left that snaps Garcia's head slightly backward. Precision meets courage in the center of the ring. Neither fighter retreats emotionally, even when forced. To move physically, sweat begins to shine under the lights. Every second demands focus. Ancajas targets the body with sharp combinations designed to drain energy round by round. Garcia answers with resilience, firing punches that show he belongs. On this stage, the narrative of the fight begins to form. Experience against hunger. Calculation against fearless ambition. Round three reveals deeper layers of strategy. Ancajas increases volume, working behind feints that confuse Garcia's timing. Small movements create large openings. He steps to the side, then delivers clean. Counters that remind everyone why he once ruled his division. Garcia refuses to fade. He pushes forward, landing heavy shots to the ribs, determined to change momentum through pressure. The rhythm grows faster. Exchanges become longer. Both fighters trade at close range where every punch carries consequence. The crowd rises as Garcia lands a powerful right hand that forces Ancajas to clinch briefly. It is a moment that shifts emotional energy inside the arena. Underdogs thrive on moments like these. Ancajas exits the clinch with renewed focus. He fires combinations that blend speed with accuracy. Each strike feels deliberate. Years of championship rounds guide his decisions. The bell ends the round, leaving both men breathing heavier yet standing firm. Round four becomes a battle of endurance. Garcia increases aggression, throwing punches in bursts, attempting to overwhelm technique with activity. Ancajas adapts by moving laterally, creating angles that frustrate the challenger. Footwork becomes invisible artistry. He slides just outside danger, then counters with surgical precision. The audience senses that Garcia must take risks to win. He steps inside, throwing hooks to the body and head. Some land clean. Others miss narrowly. Ancajas absorbs pressure, calmly conserving energy while choosing moments to strike. A sharp uppercut lands from Ancajas, drawing cheers from fans who appreciate technical mastery. The fight evolves into psychological warfare. Each fighter searches for signs of fatigue in the other. Eyes remain locked. Shoulders rise and fall with controlled breathing. Time slows as the bell signals another completed chapter in a growing story. Round 5 begins with urgency. Garcia understands that momentum must shift now. He attacks aggressively, launching combinations that push Ancajas toward the ropes. The crowd erupts as punches land in rapid succession. For a brief moment, Garcia appears unstoppable. Ancajas responds with composure learned from years of adversity. He pivots off the ropes, delivering a counter left hand that stops Garcia's advance. The shot lands clean. Silence spreads before cheers explode again. Momentum swings back like a pendulum refusing to rest. The fighters exchange at center ring, trading punches with rising intensity. Sweat sprays under the lights, creating cinematic flashes of motion. Every movement tells a story of sacrifice. Every punch carries months of preparation condensed into seconds. Round 6 arrives, and fatigue begins whispering to both fighters. Legs grow heavier, breathing becomes louder, yet determination pushes them forward. Ancajas sharpens his offense, targeting the body repeatedly. He understands that damage accumulated slowly becomes decisive later. Garcia answers with courage, refusing to yield ground. He throws combinations fueled by heart rather than calculation. The crowd senses raw emotion, driving his performance. Underdogs fight not only opponents, but doubt itself. Midway through the round, Ancajas lands a clean combination, ending with a powerful straight left. Garcia staggers slightly, yet refuses to fall. The arena erupts with respect. Fighters who endure. Moments like this earn admiration regardless of outcome. Round 7 becomes a turning point. Ancajas increases control, using experience to dictate tempo. His punches arrive with efficiency, conserving energy, while maximizing effect. Garcia continues pressing forward, but openings begin to appear. Defense weakens under accumulated punishment. Precise counterlands from Ancajas, drawing visible reaction from Garcia. The veteran senses opportunity. He steps forward, unleashing combinations that showcase championship pedigree. Garcia survives through resilience, clinching briefly before resetting. The bell rings, leaving tension hanging in the air. Judges observe carefully. Fans debate passionately. No certainty exists yet. Round 8 unfolds with dramatic intensity. Garcia refuses surrender, launching attacks with renewed determination. He understands that this fight defines his future. He throws everything into each exchange, risking exhaustion for glory. Ancajas remains composed, responding with sharp counters that punish reckless aggression. Timing becomes his greatest weapon. Every mistake from Garcia meets immediate consequence. The crowd feels the emotional weight of each moment. A powerful exchange at center ring electrifies the arena. Both fighters land simultaneously, refusing to step back. For seconds, they stand trading punches, driven by pride. It is the essence of boxing distilled into pure competition. Round 9 reveals visible wear. Faces show swelling. Bodies slow slightly. Yet spirits remain unbroken. Ancajas continues targeting weaknesses developed over earlier rounds. Garcia answers with bravery, refusing to allow the narrative to end quietly. The sound of punches echoes louder as fatigue removes hesitation. Ancajas lands a combination that forces Garcia backward. The challenger responds with a fierce rally, drawing cheers from supporters who admire his relentless heart. The round ends with both fighters acknowledging each other's toughness through silent respect. Round 10 begins under intense anticipation. Championship experience often reveals itself during late rounds. Ancajas moves confidently, managing distance while landing clean shots. Garcia pushes forward, seeking a defining moment that could change everything. A dramatic exchange near the ropes captures the crowd's imagination. Garcia lands a heavy hook that excites his corner. Ancajas responds instantly with precision counters, reminding everyone why experience matters. Momentum shifts repeatedly, creating emotional waves throughout the arena. Round 11 arrives with exhaustion pressing heavily upon both men. Sweat falls freely, muscles ache, yet determination drives them forward. Ancajas fights intelligently, conserving movement while maximizing accuracy. Garcia summons remaining energy, launching desperate attacks fueled by ambition. Every second feels precious. Every punch could influence judges. The audience stands collectively aware that the fight approaches.